Hello guys, welcome to the video. I thought we'd literally play some Call of Duty Zombies today. Nice and simple. This is a highlight reel that I put together of basically the most key rounds. I was thinking about making this into like a strategy for 5 because it's quite a hard map, but I only ended up getting to round 21. I was aiming to get to round 30 and in order to do a like a mid-round strategy guide on Black Ops 1 Zombies. As I said, I only got to round 21, so I decided maybe that's not the best idea to do that. These early rounds are pretty easy, pretty straightforward on any map really. Although this map can be a bit awkward in the starting run. The starting run can be a bit awkward. Same as Die Rise, Black Ops 2. Always found that map to be a little awkward. And look at this, how is that not the perfect grenade? How does that not go through the fucking window? So stupid, mate. But as you can see, we're on round 3 now, in here, in the starting room. And personally, I don't really like using... I've already got the M14, but I don't like using it before round 4, before round 5. Because round 4 is still 3 knife kill. I think on 5, I typically do use... the M14 on round 4. Because round 4 on 5 is not easy, just because of the shape of the starting room, really. It can be a bit awkward. Although, I feel like most people try and get out of the starting room round 4 anyway. I'm pretty sure I do in this clip, but there's a couple of starting rooms which I can make it until like round 7 in. Deriz being one of them. Let's think. Kino, I could do Kino. Although that can be awkward. And I was gonna say Moon. You can pretty much survive in Moon indefinitely if you train right. Speaking of training right, when you get downstairs, so into the command center, your training needs to be on point. It needs to be perfect. Otherwise. And there we are. We skipped straight to round 9, and we are in the command room. And as I say, your training in here needs to be absolutely spot on, otherwise you will go down. And you will go down a lot. I'm pretty sure I've already gone down by this point. As you can see, I've only got Jug in this clip. Yeah, I just went down. But as you can see, it's dark up here now, so you can see I have already turned the power on. Now the labs, people always get lost in the labs. You know how, I mean, I've been disorientated in there a couple times because of the Nova 6 and maybe the Pentagon Thief, because he runs in such weird ways. Like I always get lost in there with him. But if I'm just in there like by myself, I wouldn't do it mid-round. But if I was just in there in general, I wouldn't mind too much. It's not too difficult to survive down there. But yeah, going back to my point on the training in this map, everything needs to be perfect. This map is a perfect solo map, and I don't know why this map's so hated and underrated. I think it's probably one of my favourite maps, if I'm honest. I do really like 5. It's a challenge, and I think that's what makes it so good. Because most maps, Deriz and Jack, Kino, Shino, especially on World at War. I'm trying to think of a couple others, but a couple of those are very easy maps. Now look at this. So I'm still warming up. I don't know how I made out of there, but I'm still warming up here, so this is still like early rounds. Round 20 gets absolutely crazy down here, but yeah, 2 tips I've got for you if you're training in the command room in 5 is, one is never to get a red screen, because if you get a red, look how many times I've been hit but I haven't got a red screen. So what you want to do is you want to space them out as much as you can. If you get a red screen, chances are you're going to go down in 5. That's just how it is. Also, use the contours of the room. So you see how I'm constantly like zigzagging and using the contours of the room. It's tight though, it's very tight. If you can train in here, you can pretty much train anywhere. I'm good at training in tight spaces in general, because I used to train on verruckt in the dripping room. I don't know what that room's actually called, but like the room where the box sometimes is. I don't know if it's mule kick. I think it's mule kick, where mule kick is in the Black Ops 1 remake. Also where the Thompson is in World at War. As you can see, we've skipped again to round 12. Just pack-a-punched I've just got the Skull Crusher. Look, this is the first time I realised that. I didn't realise that if you went through there, it'd send you into the labs. It's the first time I found that out. Another problem with this map is everything. It's not even expensive, but getting points on the early rounds is very difficult on 5. Very difficult. Constantly low on ammo. Constantly, especially on Black Ops. The Black Ops guns really notoriously bad for the ammo until you pack-a-punch them. And also on 5, you really need to have mule kick as well. So when the Pentagon Thief comes, he doesn't steal one of your packed guns. He steals. I mean, usually what I'll do is I'll pack one. As what I've done at the moment, I've packed one, and I've got the AK-74U as a secondary. So if the Pentagon Thief comes like next round or whatever, he takes the AK-74U. Chances are I'll probably kill him with the Skull Crusher and get it back. If not, just buy the MP5K, and then when I've got mule kick, you just switch to the gun that you want him to take. It's pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure there's a clip of it within this highlight reel, so I'm pretty sure it will come up anyway. But again, as you can see, just follow what I say. Just contours of the room, constantly sticking to the side. What I try and do is I try and run a different route every lap, basically. But that is basically what you're doing. You are basically doing laps. Yeah. If only PhD was on this map. If PhD was on this map, I'd keep the Mustang and Sallys, and I think that would be so OP. But look at this. It's just not great. And I'm pretty sure I do go down because of using the grenade launcher. But yeah, as I say, just don't get red screened. Use the contours of the room. Try and save points. It's difficult to save points. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's because the doors are so expensive. Like, in this command room, to have it all opened up costs what? Like, probably like 4,000 points? Maybe that's a bit of an overstep, but something like that. And that's money that you could have spent on hitting the box and getting the Winter's Howl, which is basically a necessity on this map. Or the ray gun, or something else. Right, so we've skipped forward again. Now we're on round 16. Now I can't tell. No, I haven't. I was about to say I can't tell if I've got the Galil yet, because I do end up pack-a-punching the Galil, which basically turns it into an LMG. It's almost an LMG. It's a mix between an AR and an LMG, like the Stoner. Before you pack it, and then you pack it, and it basically does turn into a. It basically turns into a mini RPK. That's a shame. I hate getting nukes, but then again, it does give me the chance to come up here, get some ammo for the MP5K. Look at this. It looks as if I'm about to go pack. I don't know if I am. Nah, I'm not. I don't think I even turned DEFCON 1. But yeah, a lot of people don't like this map. I don't think a lot of people have ever been past round 10 on this map, especially solo. To be fair though, playing with more than 2 people is very difficult. I mean, you can have a couple people in the elevator down here, 1 person in the elevator from the starting room using that elevator, 2 people in it, and 1 person training in the command room. But wouldn't be easy. Wouldn't be easy. I've always been a solo player anyway, on most maps. You know what? I feel like doing a video like this on Moon, because Moon is one of my favourite maps ever, especially Black Ops 1. Although I might reinstall Black Ops 3 just to get all of the old maps. But you know what though, man? I wish they just remastered all of them on Black Ops 3, because then Black Ops 3 would be like the definitive Zombies Call of Duty. I know they kind of did with Zombies Chronicles, and then they've basically done another Zombies Chronicles for Black Ops 4, but I don't even own Black Ops 4. Played it a couple times in my barbershop, because in my local barbershop they actually have a PS4 in there. There's my Galil. Yeah, they actually have a PS4 in there, and I was trying to get the Winter's Howl. That's why I'm spinning the box a couple more times here. But I do end up sticking with the Galil because I don't know, man. The Galil's just such a beastly weapon, especially on Black Ops 1. I think it's in Black Ops 3 as well, in Zombies Chronicles actually. But yeah, a lot of people don't like 5. I don't know if it's because it's difficult, if it's too difficult for them, or I think it probably is mainly that. It's probably mainly that. It's probably mainly the fact that they can't survive longer than round 9. But follow these tips and you'll beat your personal best. Personally, I think this is the best map. As I was saying earlier as well, like I used to train in the Thompson room on World at War, and that makes you very good at training. And I think that's why I find it okay to train in here. I mean, loads of people train in here, but some people train upstairs on that tight catwalk, and I've never been able to do that. I always die when I go up there. And maybe I'm tooting my own horn. Maybe I'm making it sound like, oh, I'm the only person who can train in here. No, there is people that are better at training than me, but there's also people that are a lot worse. I think I only went down in this gameplay twice or 3 times. Once was actually right at the start of the game, very stupidly. And then the second time was when I blew myself up with the Skull Crusher. And then the last 2 you'll see. I don't even know how I went down, to be fair. Like, should have survived really. But look at this, round 17, non-packed Galil, and it's just doing bits for me. It's just doing bits for me. It's quite dark in the command room. Again, I don't know if it's actually called the command room. I'm just guessing it's called the command room. It's what I always called it, what me and my friends always called it when we used to play this. But man, I used to play Black Ops 1 with my friends when I was like, what, like 11, 12 years old? And then pretty much no one plays this anymore. I pretty much play Call of Duty solo. I pretty much played Call of Duty solo since after Ghosts. After Ghosts, I pretty much played Call of Duty solo ever since. And then last year, when Modern Warfare came out, I started playing that with friends, and that we were playing Warzone and multiplayer. Took it quite seriously. Got some good gameplays. Never called in a nuke, but I did call in a few gunships. I've got a gameplay where I called in 2 gunships in one game, which I called 2 gunships one game. Which is probably one of my highlights, like probably one of the best games. I dropped, I think, 55 or 60 kills in that game. I've never dropped 100 bomb, but I dropped to 50 in that game, and I was very happy with that. And there was another game where me and my mate Jay, we both dropped a 50 bomb, had 100 kills between us in a domination game, and we both called in our gunships that game as well. I don't know if I have the gameplay for that game. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. And you might think I go down here, but whew, whew. Athletic gaming ability. Do you see that? You know what Boy 7th Street always used to say, gold athletic gaming champion. That's a moment there. And we've skipped forward again here. We've skipped to round 18. I still don't have mule kick. I've got 13,000 points, so I'm fairly sure this is around the time I get my mule kick and pack a punch my Galil. You know what though? I wanna set out a challenge because I survived round 21. Can anyone beat it by 10? Can anyone do 31? Again, I don't know how I didn't go down there. Insane. But yeah, can anyone do round 31 or 21 flawless? Like 20 flawless on 5. You know, it's such a shame. I come from a time when I remember video responses on YouTube. And I wish that was still a thing. Because you could literally do that. You could be like, oh, I want people to post a video response of doing this. And I don't know, man. It's just like part of like community, you know, like YouTube community. And I don't feel like we have that anymore, really. Most YouTube interaction I have nowadays is literally arguing with people in the comments about movie opinions. Which, by the way, I'm a huge zombie movie fan. Not that huge, but I like them, especially since COVID. I've been watching a lot of zombie apocalypse movies and enjoying it. I've got to say my favourite's Day of the Dead. Like my favourite zombie movie ever is Day of the Dead. A lot of people think Dawn of the Dead and Night of the Living Dead or even the remakes are better, but man, Day of the Dead. I can't remember what year. I might be wrong saying this. 1986. I might be totally wrong, but yeah, that's my favourite zombie movie. The claustrophobia. You know, it kind of reminds me of this map. It's underground. There's military officials, and I don't know if there's CIA and scientists. You know, there's labs and stuff. It does kind of remind me of this map. That's interesting. I've got to say, 5's probably my favourite map from the original Black Ops as well. Well, I prefer 5 to Kino, only because it's more difficult. Yeah, it's a bit more challenging. It's not as boring. I've played Kino way too many times. You know what else though? What else is a really good map? Moon. Moon's probably my favourite DLC map. I think I already mentioned that. But my favourite like standalone map on any Call of Duty is probably 5. Because Shadows of Evil's good too though. Shadows of Evil's really good too. I didn't really like Transit, and Town and Farm were cool, but it was more of a I don't know. Oh, we're nearing the end of my game now, unfortunately. As you can see, this is me trying to deal with the Pentagon Thief, but it just teleported me back to the back to that room. And I tried to use the elevator, forgot that you can't use the elevator during Pentagon Thief rounds. But there we go. So I've got Mule Kick finally. Got the MP5. Oh no, I already did, but he took the MP5, so I just brought it back. Right. But you can see what I mean by the points. A couple rounds ago I had 13,000. Now I have 15,000. If I was playing Kino, I'd be fully set up. I'd have 3 Pack-a-Punch weapons. I'd probably have the Thunder Gun or at least the Ray Gun by now as well, hitting the box loads of times. Have them all packed, all by round 20. And this round 21, I've got 2 guns packed, 1 non-packed. But I mean, that's basically how you have to play this game, unless you want the Pentagon Thief to steal your gun every time. A Pack-a-Punch gun at that. You basically need the Winter's Hell for this game, for this map though. You'll see how I go down in a second. It's very, very stupid. Look at this. Firstly, I don't understand how I went down there. And then and pretty much get back up and down instantly again. And again, I don't understand how this happens. You'll see. You'll see. I would have thought that that would have given me enough time to, I don't know, I would have thought that that would have counted as jug, but obviously not. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Have a good time, have a good day, peace out, and enjoy yourselves.